Question is it working? Yeah, I guess so. Give me a minute, I'll regroup and then we'll start. All right. Yo, yo. Hang on, it's freezing. All right, you guys alive? You here? Hang on, we're going to do Forex.Today. Let me get some chocolate. Let me eat some chocolate. Oh, that's good. All right, let's kill the music. Kill the music. All right, now I gotta put my second screen on. There we go. Is that okay? Oh, gotta get my energy drink. So welcome to Forex.Today, the YouTube community of more than 20,000 foreign exchange traders. Hang on. We gather here today to conduct technical and fundamental analysis with the overriding goal of planning our trades in advance. Trading's risky, not appropriate for everyone. Your past performance, good or bad, is not necessarily indicative of future results. Please stay small, stay humble, focus on the long term, never risk money you cannot afford to lose. How's the sound? How is the sound? I can't quite see the software. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it should be okay. Okay. And the other funny thing is I'm wearing glasses because what I see in these glasses, although I just kind of turned it off. Why is this not working? What I see in the glasses, there we go, is a 50 50-inch 4K screen, and the software is running on my laptop, which is tiny. I think it's 11 inches. It's tiny. But if you're going to trade, you need a big screen, and therefore, when I'm traveling, I got a 50-inch 4K monitor. Cool, right? So anyway, so that's that. Let's go through our routine. The stock market is opening in a few minutes, and this is our warm-up. Is there anything on the calendar? Let's see. I had to turn up the brightness. There we go. So where's my mouse? It's on the other screen. All right. So anyways, taking a look over here. What do we have? Canadian CPI. Wowzer, huh? It's not as bad as before, but a solid 3 handle is pretty high, Canada. Yeah. Okay, but that's trimmed. Inflation year over year headline. That's better, huh? 2.2. I guess at 2.2, maybe they can cut some interest rates. And here we are in RBA minutes, like 13 hours away. You know, by the way, this is an interesting Monday for me. The U.S. stock market's about to open. This is the time of day we typically meet. However, it's nighttime for me. The sun is already set, and I'm getting ready for tomorrow, and yet we're starting Monday. And so I'm in a different part of the world. It's already sleepy time. Yeah. Anyways, so we'll move on to the market radar. How's our risk profile doing? Prices are updated. Very risk off still. 2.5. S&P 500 not having fun. Look at yields. 4.12 when you look at the 10-year, huh? Oil back below $60 a barrel. Not a surprise, although that has been support for quite some time. And oh, good. If I look at this YouTube video over here, that's what's happening right now, it looks like. So that actually worked. It was a struggle to get this going, but whatever. We'll do better tomorrow. And by the way, TRADARS members, I think what I'm going to try is do an Asia Open tonight. So, because I had planned to do an earlier live stream in traders.com, but I wasn't able to do it. But then I was able to get back here and do the YouTube, which is good. But I think I would like to try to, for me tomorrow, but for you tonight, do Asia Open. What do you think? Smell like a plan? And just see if that works. And it won't be Tokyo Open. It'll be more like Shanghai Open. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, well. Well, it doesn't affect me, the air traffic controllers, but anyways. So biggest movers here, vol's still pretty high. Bitcoin, 22 minutes ago updated, but that didn't update. I'm like, that can't be the right price. Yeah, so anyways, this stuff updated. German 10-year, yep. 2%, huh? Wow. Silver, gilts 2.7%. Change of pain 4.56. 2.71. Look at the difference, huh? Wow. Holy smokes, what a difference. Okay, this is actually 1.73%. Yeah, that is so high compared to, what, a year and a half ago when we were really trading the 10-year JGB. Yeah, I think we were struggling to get above 0.5, huh? 1.73. Holy smokes. Yeah. But the vol is back, bro. And vol is bad. Risk is bad. And we see it here. We're definitely in the red zone. 2.43 out of 10. Okay, not terrible bearish, but definitely bearish. Let's take a look at the rest of the week. Excuse me. Where's my Red Bull? Japanese balance of trade, that could be interesting. CPI out of the UK, because we're really trying to figure them out with the new budget, and will they cut, will they not cut? And Thursday, are they actually releasing NFP? I think I can attend that. I wonder how or where. Should we do that at FX Street on a Thursday? That's kind of funny. Interesting. NFP on Thursday. Well, we should probably... I mean, what time is it now? It's about 5, okay. Wait. It's 6:30, right? Man, I can't see with these glasses on. How funny. 6:30, so 5:30. Yeah, that's right. That's my local time. Okay. I will do my darndest to start at 5 on Thursday. What do you think? Smell like a plan? Catch that NFP. It's interesting if they're even able to do it and how accurate it'll be, and even if it is accurate, will anyone believe it? Yeah, it's kind of a strange one, huh? NFP Thursday, Jobs Thursday. Japanese inflation rate and UK retail sales. Okay. So I think that biggest one is, inflation rate out of the UK. Will they be able to cut some more, or will they have to cut some more? And then NFP Thursday. What do we make of that? I think I'll skip through this, through the scalping radar. Boom, 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 ba bum, bum, ba bum. And I have this Red Bull, but I want a coffee, and I made a coffee. It's just in the other room. All right, so we got Pound Aussie on the move. Do I want to do cross pairs? I probably don't want to do cross pairs right now. I'm going to turn this, let's see. Yeah, I'll turn the stock market off. Stock indices, let's just do the United States of America. Okay, that's good. Forex, I want to only do cross pair, or not do cross pairs. Maybe some Swissy, Aussie, yen. Okay, cross. Keep it. Keep. Off. Off, keep, off, keep, off. Because really, I want to see a macro trend, and that's why I'm turning these cross pairs off. Because the only way to trade cross pairs successfully is if it's a relative strength, and What I intend to see is when there's clearly a risk off scenario in the general market, I want to see if money's flowing to safe havens. I guess we'll do crypto, but only Bitcoin. How about that? Easy enough to set. And what else? Do you want to eyeball all commodities? Yeah, okay, fine. Let's look at some commodities. Let's do our work. Do your best. Okay, a little bit of dollar strength, right? We could see that, and now we're sort of in consolidation mode. I don't know if I'm going to say that's going to trend up, but it's been having trouble fall. But if I was eyeballing this, I'd look at the shoulder and then I'd look at this top. So yeah, kind of here to there. But see, I can only be a bear on that because it's a carry trade for me. So that's not really set up for me today. Not trending, that's definitely consolidation. Take a walk. Not really trending, take a walk. Not really trending, pass. Maybe buy a dip. What do you guys think about this? Down and then up. Okay, so put that on the maybe list. Okay, put that on the maybe list. Pound yen, hourly. Take a look. Remember, what we're analyzing here, it looks like a form of technical analysis, but it's kind of like, it's implied volatility, which is similar to pivot points and non-directional, all that kind of stuff. But if you were a bull, you would probably, even if you're a bear, because you might think, oh, well, for whatever reason, maybe this turns into resistance today, which could, but you wouldn't be able to see that on this chart. But you just like, whether you're a bull or a bull would say, well, maybe we'll see weakness here. A bear might say, ooh, maybe I buy a dip and ride that moving average. Okay, so you would just put it on your to-do list either way, take a look at it. You write it down. I'm going to look at pound yen hourly. And then you go to the chart and then you do proper technical analysis. So if you were a bear and you saw this as a monthly pivot and, okay, now you'd have your reason why it rolls over. You know what I'm talking about? So this just helps you okay, pound yen, yeah, maybe put it on the list and we'll check it out kind of thing. Meanwhile, most of those other ones were a pass. Not worth our time. Okay. Whoa. 93. Yeah. All right. Does it look like happy fun times? Bears are going to sell up here and take it down to 92. Okay, there you go. I wouldn't call that incredibly bullish. Okay, silver coming down. Very tight range, but, we should be here in 24 hours if bearish continues. Yeah, it doesn't look like happy fun times. Definitely leaning toward risk off. Look at the vol, though, huh? Holy smokes. Okay, pound definitely has looked strong against some of these safe havens. So pound Swissy's up. Pound is way stronger than the safe haven of Swiss franc. Euro yen, very similar. Going nowhere fast, though. Look how tight the range is. It's not even a good time of day for trading this on Mondays. It's pretty slow. So, a lot of mediocrity. But pound dollar. So is dollar strong and pound strong? Yeah, that kind of seems likely. Who disturbs my slumber? Hang on, somebody's pinging me. Trading gold down to 4K. Yeah, I think you mentioned that before, huh? Yeah, so the funny thing is that I'm doing this like I'm an old man. Well, I guess I am an old man. But I can't see the chat because I'm looking at a different screen. Yeah. Hang on, I can't even see you well. Am I cut off? I can't even see this screen for some reason. Why is this not scrolling? Oh, this YouTube's been a pain. Anyways, I hope you can see okay. What is this stuff up there? Anyways. All right, but you got some camera. I think maybe my head is cut off. I don't know why. I don't know why she swallowed a fly. But anyways, going back into here, Kiwi Swissy, you know, it's too early. We really need to see what the U.S. stock market's going to do, and is it going to recover, or is it still down? Kiwi yen sideways. Swissy yen, sideways, a little favor for the yen. U.S. dollar definitely taking Aussie dollar down. So that's a trend. So I'd say what this suggests is in 24 hours we'll be down here below 65. So you can put that on the to-do list today. 1 hour implied high is here, 4 hour implied low is there. That's a lower low. And then there'd probably a rally and a drop tomorrow. Probably, you'd guess Asia Open, London Open kind of thing. And we can tell, like, this is London Open, huh? Wait, this is reverted to local time here. So I don't know what that is. I think London Open's noon here. Is that right? So... little bit of a trend. I don't like this vol, but it kind of is climbing. I don't know. I don't know if I'd be enthusiastically buying this, but I guess if I was going to look at pound yen, might as well look at CAD yen. Might as well. But that's not terribly exciting. But then I look at this, and this is trying, So as long as it's slow as molasses, but as long as we're riding that 21, or that it's not even necessarily a 21, but measuring or riding the moving average, it is suggesting buying dips and heading north. I mean, you can see we're above the moving average, and that just simply means not bearish at the moment. And I would look at this and call that a successful roll reversal. You see the two touches here. So that puts us up here on our way higher. You think our 57? Really? CAD? I don't know how excited I am about that. Let's go to page 2. Yeah, page 2. We're just burning through the charts here. We're creating our to-do list. Aussie Swiss franc. That looks down to me. Do I want to do that? I don't know. Let's take a look at oil. Where are we? Yeah, look at that. So we were in, right? See, I've been traveling. By the way, I was in London on Saturday. It was booming. Holy smokes! It did not seem like a weak economy at all. It was booming. 8 o'clock at night, and you couldn't even walk down the sidewalks. It was just crowded with people. 3, 4, 5 bodies deep. Yet I had to walk on the street and go around the crowd because they were too slow. Like, holy smokes, London was crazy. No recession in the UK, I guess. So Brent, where's its psych level? You know, if you're really seriously trading Brent, never, sorry, if you're trading WTI, so when, let's say I say you're an oil trader and you're like, yeah, I'll only do WTI. Okay, great. But even if you're quote unquote only a WTI guy or gal, pay a lot of attention to the psych levels on Brent. You'd be surprised how important, like if Brent came down to 60 and then popped up, WTI is going to stop. Now there's going to be probably a $5 spread or a $3 spread. So, you know, WTI could be at 57 and some change, and for just out of the blue, for no reason, it pops and goes up. Well, the reason is Brent probably hit a psych level like 60. So, you know, keep your eyes on that prize for sure. Gold struggling, huh? Yeah, 4,000. That's what Spencer wants. Yeah, I don't see why not. I mean, that's the logical target, and we should be able to do it at this rate, but based on what normally happens in the average of this next 24-hour period. So the average from Monday to Tuesday adds up to, if this continues to be bearish, the average would get us down to about 4,000. We should be able to do it in the next 24 hours based on what typically happens Monday New York time to Tuesday New York time. Kind of cool to just know, is that even a realistic target, right? Richard's like, man, we're going to 4K. I'm like, why do you have that target? I don't know, it's nice. I can say, well, it's actually very realistic, having looked at the whole period of Mondays, going back many Mondays. If this downtrend continues, yeah, not only is it a psych level, but it's implied. Like, just that would be right as rain, totally normal. Now, technical analysis would help you predict, is it going to hit 4,000 then go back up, or hit 4,000 and crash? Well, that would be proper in technical analysis, right? Okay, not going anywhere fast. This is coming down, so that dollar has a little bit of strength for sure. So this is just like ride the moving average and take it down. That's definitely just straight up risk off. That's it. Nothing complicated about that. It's making lower lows and lower highs. I wouldn't buy it in those circumstances. You're like, yeah, okay, thank you, Wayne. Yeah. All right, so then what you would do here is we could jump from the fundies and go into the pattern recognition, huh? And say, hey, TRADARS, hey, Aiden. Aiden, show me euro dollar, because we were interested in that. It was one of the best looking maybes, right? So we're going to, you would investigate that. I think we also, like, pound had some interesting stuff going on for like a pound Swissy pound yen. So, I mean, look, we could do it that way, right? So you created a list as you were going through that first process of burning through charts on implied volatility. And then you say, okay, well, this is an investigative process. Before we go to the proper charts, what reliable, repeatable patterns are seen right now in 5 different time frames on these pairs that we're interested in? Pound yen has broken resistance. Now, is that a great trade? Doesn't matter. That's just telling you it has broke resistance on the 15-minute chart. Okay, well, it's interesting. So if you were going to trade that, you would trade the pullback, kick it off the roll reversal, kick it off the moving average, and take it north to that, to the arrow, to the green box, and that's what it's doing. You're like, okay, yeah, totally. That could be a big, fat, giant maybe right now. Okay, on the 30-minute, it's the same pattern. Like, it's the same thing. Pound Swissy now hourly. Okay, well, this breakout is inside of a larger bullish wedge. That's definitely game on. Now you're like, you're seriously maybe going to do it. I'm seriously maybe. Okay, so anyways, go into that. Pound yen, yeah, bullish opportunity. That's fine. Pound yen daily bullish, and we're taking it. We're using, and I remember talking about this last week actually, using 200 as a roll reversal. Yeah, so we're back to the 200. It held, and now we're on our way to 210 and beyond. Pound Swissy is actually bearish. We've just hit the bottom of the channel, so it looks bullish, but that's interesting. That's really good information. Cool. All right, so I started late. YouTube has a new process. I don't like it. The software that I use to broadcast on YouTube has then, because of the YouTube change, has changed their software, and I don't like that. See, the world doesn't like it when you have, 25 Gmail accounts because everything's associated, right? So anyways, it was a little clunky. But what I plan on doing tomorrow is we should be able to meet this exact same time here, pre-US Open, which is great, right? The stock market's open now. Ding, 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 ding. Great. So we can at least go through a routine and look, it's risk off right now. What can I tell you? Well, I can tell you why, but it doesn't matter. It's just factually risk off. Okay. So for those that are members of TRADARS, the plan now is tomorrow morning for me, excuse me, which will be around the Shanghai Open. So I'm not sure exactly. It would be about, should be 9 p.m. Eastern time. Shanghai opens at 9:30 Eastern time. So we'll meet inside the training room, and we'll do our sort of routine update over there as well. Hopefully that's okay. I'm just trying to find a schedule that works for you and works for me on the road, and everything will be right as rain, back to normal on Monday. So I think we'll try this for now, where I'll do a morning session, U.S. morning, right? U.S. morning, Asia morning session. Okay, one on YouTube, one inside TRADARS. Cool. Well, hello. Peace on earth. May the pips be with you. May your profits be above average. I'll see you tonight in Asia. Cool. Where's my mouse? Now where's my mouse? There it is. Have a good one.